All right, everybody, we are live and welcome. Welcome again to another episode of In the Loop. My name's Krissi. I'm with Positively Osceola, and I'm so excited that you're here because tonight we have some really fun things happening. I have two very special guests on with me. I have Miss Silver Spurs herself, Ansley, and then I have Junior Miss Silver Spurs, Bailee Jeannin, and she is just the coolest girl ever. They're like besties, and I'm so excited that you get to meet them. We're going to be talking all things pageant, parade, rodeo, and just a lot of other fun stuff. So stick around and let us introduce you to them if you haven't already met them. So let's make it official. Let's get the video going, and then we'll introduce you to them. Here we go. All right, so once again, everybody, welcome to another episode of In the Loop. Since we are official, it is January 27th at 6:06 p.m. and we are getting started to introduce you to some of the coolest ladies ever. First of all, let's say hello to Ansley. Hi, Ansley. How are ya?
I'm doing good. Krissi, how are you?
Good. Thanks for coming on. I know it's been a busy month for you, and next month is going to be even crazier. So thank you for taking your time.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. And then on your right, we have Bailee. How are you, Bailee?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Thanks for coming on with us tonight. We're so excited to hear all about you and what it means to be a Junior Miss Silver Spurs. I think that's so cool. Y'all are like big princesses in our city, in our whole county, and I think that's awesome. So congratulations to both of you for getting the titles that you did and being such a role model for women everywhere. Like, that's awesome. So let's get into it. Let's talk a little bit more about you. Let's talk about the pageant, the rodeo, and all your favorite things. So I have some questions that I'm going to be asking, and we'll kind of go Ansley first and then Bailee. So first, we're going to ask about just in general, like, you know, your biggest 2 weeks are about to come up, right? With the Silver Spurs Rodeo is happening. We've got February 12th for Monster Bowls, and then February 18th through the 20th, we have the rodeo. So what are you the most excited about in general, Ansley?
Without a doubt, I'm most looking forward to Queen Week because queens from all over the country get to come to Florida and they get to spend their time with us doing school visits, other events, extra activities, and rounding out the week with our Silver Spurs Rodeo. And I'm also really looking forward to the Osceola County Fair to show off my market animals.
Yeah! Oh my gosh, adorable. And so you sent this picture, and there's a whole truckload of women who I'm assuming are queens from other areas. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am. So this was at the Silver Spurs Rodeo Parade last year, and I personally did not get to meet these wonderful women, but they were here in the state of Florida, and I think it's amazing that they're able to be involved like we are because they get to see how much our county gets to come together for rodeo and agriculture and how our industry is developing.
Oh, absolutely. And just for everyone's information, I put a little banner up on the bottom so you can see. If you want information about the Silver Spurs Rodeo, you can go to silverspursrodeo.com. We'll be talking about it the whole time periodically, but just in case you didn't know, there is information on the internet about it. And the Facebook page, so you can always check that out too. Okay, Bailee, same question. What are you the most excited about?
Definitely, I love Queen Week, but the rodeo, growing up in like the little category, I didn't really get to ride as much, but now I get to ride my own horse, Ansley, and the grand entries and do flybys and run flags.
That is awesome. Okay, so it's just you getting more and more involved as you're kind of getting older. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
And so this has just been a passion of yours, and you have your own horse?
Yes.
Okay, tell me about your horse real quick.
She's a quarter horse. She's a chestnut mare. And she's super sweet. She's pretty cool. She's an all-around horse, so I just take her and do fun stuff with her.
Oh, I bet. And in pictures like what we're seeing now, are these all of y'all's animals?
No, ma'am. Actually, some of us have our own, and then others we have to borrow too. And there's so many amazing people in this county who let us borrow their animals if needed.
Aww.
So on the left there, far left, that's Riley DeRosa, and I believe she is on one of Miss Vicky's horses. And then you have Bailee on her horse Allie, and then you have me on the only white horse. That's Roxy. And then on the very right, you have Lacey Church, and she is on another one of Miss Vicky's horses.
Cool. So the county comes together and helps y'all kind of create this amazing community inside of the Silver Spurs Rodeo. Cool. Okay. So Ansley, what led you on the path that brought you to Miss Silver Spurs?
If I'm being honest, I don't really know what really started it because my sister started running for the pageant and I don't know who got her involved, but once I saw her doing it, I wanted to try it for myself and I ended up holding 2 titles in Little Miss. And then I took a couple years off, so I ran for Junior Miss and I won 2018 Junior Miss Silver Spurs. Then I took another year or 2 off because of the pandemic, so everyone had to take a little break. And now I'm your 2021 Miss Silver Spurs, and I hope to run for Miss Teen Rodeo Florida in September.
Okay, so you start locally, but then you can grow to be bigger and bigger. Is that how it works?
Yes, ma'am. It can work like that. Or like Bailee, she started in the Florida pageant, and then she went to the Spurs pageant. So you can move back and forth and start whatever you want. It's really just what you feel comfortable with doing.
I see. And so we were chatting before this went live, and it's kind of cool to see their different personalities, their friendship. And Ansley was saying that she and Bailee have grown up together. So it's cool to see them together. And look at this picture of both of you queens. I love it. Okay, so Bailee, same question. What led you on this path? And what's driving you to continue?
So when I was 8 years old, I ran for the title of Miss Rodeo Florida Sweetheart, twice actually, and I unfortunately didn't win. But in 2017, I went and ran for Little Miss Silver Spurs and won my first Rodeo Queen title. Then right after I gave up that title, I ran for Miss Rodeo Florida Princess for the 2019 title, and I did win that too. And then because of COVID, I had to take a 2-year break, and now I won Junior Miss Silver Spurs.
Oh my goodness, that's such a great story. Look at you and your growth. It's wonderful. And obviously, there's been a lot of people that have been involved in helping you, getting you to where you are. Same thing with you, Ansley. So, Bailee, who would you say are 2 people that really have impacted you and helped to guide you to be who you are today?
Definitely my mom. She's been my biggest supporter since day one. Also, our co-chair, Tyler Franny, and the Miss Rodeo Florida chair, Miss Laura Kessler. Also, another big role model for me was my Miss Rodeo Florida in 2019, Kara Speraza. She really showed me who a true rodeo queen is and how to carry myself going around to different rodeos and community events.
And Ansley?
My turn. I would say that there's a lot of people who have really inspired me or helped me throughout my years. Definitely my mom is one of them in my family. And then Miss Wendy Jeannin has been like my second queen mom. And then also Carrie Sheffield, Kara Speraza is another one. And then Beth Snyder, or now known as Beth Bam. And then Laura Kessler and Tyler Franny. And then everyone else in between, you know who you are, but so many people have helped me get to where I am today. And I'm so grateful and I'm so blessed to have such a large community that's willing to help no matter what, because to do stuff like this, it really takes a village, especially during pageant week and stuff. You have so many people willing to help. And also my Miss Silver Spurs, when I was junior Miss, Haley Crosby, she's one of my best friends and I just adore her so much. And truly, I love this experience because you get to meet so many new people and you're willing to see who will help you and who will always be there for you. And it's just a really great support system to have.
Right. You're building your own community. That's wonderful.
And even if I do stuff that's not for rodeo queening, they'll still support me. Like when I'm showing hogs, when I used to play softball, or with any volunteer work I ever do, they're always going to support you no matter what. And it's just so nice to be able to have that community and that sense of wholeness with each other.
Yeah, that's your family.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Love it. Okay, so we are talking about the rodeo, and there's a lot going on with it. But what would you say, Ansley, is your favorite overall rodeo event? Is it saddle bronc riding, bareback riding, bull riding, barrel racing? What's your favorite?
Without a doubt, it has to be tie-down roping. The American quarter horses involved are really nice, and without a doubt, it's that one because it represents cowboys working on a ranch and doing their daily task. And I just really think it's a really cool event to enjoy, especially for people watching who have never really been around horses before. They get to really get that's an inside look to them about what a cowboy does on a daily basis, not just for money or for prize money.
Gotcha. So it's like the history behind it. The whole thing. Okay, awesome. Love it. All right. Now, same question for you, Bailee. What's your favorite event?
Definitely saddle bronc riding. It also represents the cowboys' true way of life, and it's rodeo's most original sport.
I love that.
I also know a saddle bronc rider who's been to the NFR a couple of times, so that's also been pretty cool to watch him.
You know him personally?
Yes. His name is Chase Brooks.
Chase Brooks in the house. Whoop, whoop. Shout out. Cool. Awesome. All right. So, Bailee, we'll start with you on this question. What would you consider telling a young lady who wants to start off in the pageant or thinking about registering for the upcoming Miss Silver Spurs pageant? Like, if they decide to go for it, what are the recommendations that you would make to help them out?
You can do anything that you put your mind to. My personal motto is I turn my can'ts into cans and my dreams into plans. And I personally live by that every single day. And if you have that determination to go and do it, you can do it.
Oh, and see, this is what I love, this picture right here with both of you together being princesses, essentially, for this young girl who is looking up to you literally, but also emotionally, and she probably wants to do exactly what you're doing now. And that's so special. Ansley, what about you?
My first piece of advice is to always be confident and always believe in yourself. And I believe that with drive and determination that you can accomplish any dream you put your mind to. And honestly, if you're on the edge about running for the pageant, I would say just do it. Just go for it, because this is truly once in a lifetime thing. And no matter, you can go from not knowing anything about rodeo to knowing everything about rodeo. And you do not have to be from a Western lifestyle to do this pageant. It is for everyone, because the memories, the friends, and the knowledge you gain from it, even people speaking skills, horsemanship skills for Miss and Junior, you will gain something from this pageant. And it may not be the crown, but the experiences and stuff that you will have with it will last a lifetime. And it really impacts your life in a very positive way.
Oh, absolutely. And I know I said this yesterday, but you're wearing this beautiful hat. You have this title, you have this crown, and you are so well spoken, both of you. And, you're these amazing role models, and yet you're still so humble about everything.
Yes, ma'am. I also had one of my good friends have told me that in order to be successful, you have to work hard but stay humble at the same time. And I believe that is such a great quote to live by. And this pageant and this industry is perfect and a great representation of that quote, because no matter what, no matter if you win or lose, people are always going to be humble, and they're always going to be willing to help you, because you can't be successful unless you take your experiences and help other people with theirs.
Oh, absolutely. That's gorgeous. I love that. Okay, so Ansley, we'll start with you. What have you learned in the year of your reign so far? And do you think it will help you in your future, in your life?
Yeah, so one of the main things that I have learned in my year is that no matter what, people are going to have their own opinion about you, but you have to just keep doing you. And like I said before, just be confident and be you, because there's no better person than yourself. And you never know, no matter how many people break you down, there's going to be that same amount of people who are looking up to you and who want to be just like you. So my main thing is that being a great role model for the younger generations, because I want to keep the ag industry running, especially in Osceola County, because it's so large, and animals and the ag industry and rodeo just hold a very special place in my heart. So I just want to keep that industry going and keep the younger generations in this industry as well.
Love it. Okay, Bailee, same question.
I definitely agree with Ansley. One thing that I have learned about being a rodeo queen in general, especially this year, is public speaking and interview skills that will last you a lifetime. But just be yourself, be humble, be confident, like Ansley said, and you will succeed.
Yeah. I mean, There's nothing more important than being able to speak to another human being, right? And
Yes, ma'am.
and also in events like this. So yeah, absolutely. Okay, cool. Next question. What organization or organizations have you met during your reign that you didn't know before becoming Miss Silver Spurs or Junior Miss Silver Spurs that really impressed you or that affected you this year? And we'll start with you, Bailee.
So this year I attended the Jingle Bell Ball, and we donated toys to kids around Osceola County, and it just was a really humbling experience to be able to be a part of that and be able to give kids toys for Christmas this year.
That's so cute. How did you get involved in that?
Our event coordinator, Tyler, reached out to us and was like, "Hey, ladies, they would like to have y'all help at the Jingle Bell Ball." And I was like, "Awesome." And when she said it was for like a good cause and to get gifts for kids around Osceola County, I knew I wanted to be a part of that and help people.
Yes. What a special thing to be able to do that for Christmas. Perfect time of year. Perfect time of year.
Yes, ma'am.
Ansley, same question.
I would have to also say the Jingle Bell Ball because I really think that's just an amazing experience and how the community can also come together to do that. But another organization that I've already known of before Miss Silver Spurs is the Pink Heels organization, and I really love them. I hold them near and dear to my heart. I met a little boy through that organization, and I just think it's a really great experience to be able to go to the truck pulls and stuff. We have so much fun all day long, and I just love that organization itself too.
Cool. I love it. I feel like I'm learning a lot. So thanks for sharing all that with me. So Ansley, when you finish out your career as Miss Silver Spurs, what's next? What will you set your sights on? And what are your dreams and goals from here?
Yes, so after I give up my title in May, without a doubt, I'm still going to be showing pigs around the state of Florida. It's just what I do. And then, like I said, hopefully want to run for Miss Teen Rodeo Florida in September. And then a couple other titles that I might run for is Southeastern Circuit Queen in Miss Rodeo Florida, and then hopefully Miss Rodeo America one day. And I want to go to the University of Florida to be a large animal veterinarian or do something in the animal industry.
I am not surprised one bit with the passion for hogs that you have. I'm not surprised. That's wonderful. Also, if you haven't checked out Ansley's Facebook page or the Miss Silver Spurs Facebook page, you have to. They're so cute, and you get to meet her hog and everything that she does. So fun, so fun. All right, Bailee, I would love to hear that from you too. What are your future aspirations? What are your goals and dreams from here?
So after I give up my Junior Miss title, I'm going to start preparing to run for Miss Silver Spurs by writing and studying, and I hope that to win Miss Silver Spurs 2023 or keep going and just keep learning more about agriculture. If I do win Miss Silver Spurs, I will be the first person to ever hold all 3 titles.
Oh, the trifecta. Cool. Yeah, that would be wonderful for you, right?
Yes, ma'am.
It'll look good on your resume too.
Yes.
I love it. Okay, so ladies, if people want to find out more information about the rodeo or about Miss Silver Spurs, the pageant, can we hear a little bit of information about that, Ansley?
Yes, ma'am. So if you would like to know any more information about the Miss Silver Spurs pageant or the Silver Spurs rodeo itself, you can always visit the Miss Silver Spurs Facebook page. I post a lot on there about all of our upcoming events and what's going on. And then you can also visit silverspursrodeo.com and look around that website to see stuff about the Silver Spurs rodeo. And then there's also a tab that says Miss Silver Spurs, so you can learn everything about the pageant from there too.
Okay, cool. And then I heard that there was a clinic. So let's talk about the pageant clinic. What, when, where, why, what is that?
Yes, ma'am. So the pre-pageant clinic is this Sunday at Cobblestone Courtyard in St. Cloud, and it is from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., and you get to learn everything you need to know to run for the Miss Silver Spurs pageant, from horsemanship for Miss and Junior, ways to dress, headshots, pageant wear, everything in between. We really encourage anyone who's considering running or just wants to come to the clinic for any pageant to come out, because we're all so nice and so friendly, and we're so excited to have you, and we can't wait to have you, and we will answer all of your questions because we love questions.
Oh, that's great. Okay, cool. So is there anything that either of you want to add that you would like our audience to know before we kind of just end the interview?
The only thing I have is just come out to the Silver Spurs Rodeo and the Osceola County Fair because you will definitely be impressed by it, and you'll have an amazing time from the friends, the family, the food, and everything in between. You'll get to see me and Bailee, so that's a plus.
Love it.
Definitely
I
agree
cannot
with
wait to
Ansley.
meet you guys. What'd you say, Bailee?
I definitely agree with Ansley.
Yeah, I can't wait to meet y'all both in person. This is going to be great. Do you mind if we take pictures?
Yes, of course.
course.
Love pictures.
Although I know that you're like both model size and I'm like 5'3", so we'll see how that goes. But anyways, ladies, thank you so much for coming tonight. I know you're both very busy and it's going to be crazy 2 weeks coming up soon for you. So thank you for taking the time out of your evening. And I really appreciate it. So thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you for having us.
Of course. Come back anytime. Come back anytime. All right. So we are going to end the interview with the video. So again, if you are watching live, let me know in the comments. Just say hi to the ladies. Let them know if you're coming to the rodeo. Say hi to them in person. Make sure that you say, hey, I watched you on Positively Osceola. And don't forget, we have lots of streaming. We stream on Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube, lots of different platforms. So whatever you want to get your news on and what's going on in and around Osceola County, you can find us. So definitely check that out. Or you can check us out at positivelyosceola.com. All right, ladies, have a great rest of your evening. Bye.